Hi everybody. In this lecture we are going to learn the second part of set. In this lecture we will learn types of set, singleton set, empty set or null set, finite set, and infinite set. Now first we will see singleton set. Understand the meaning of singleton set. A set consisting of single element is called as singleton set. Means in this set there is only one element. For example, set A is equal to, in the curly bracket, 2. Here number of elements in set A is only 1, and that is the number 2. Therefore set A is singleton set. Now set B is equal to, in the curly bracket, 0. Here also number of elements in set B is only 1, that is the number 0. Next, set P is set of all x such that x is even prime number. Now we know that x is a prime number here, and which is even prime number. We know that there are lot of prime numbers started from 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. But the set P includes only even prime number. Therefore set P is equal to the element 2 only, which is prime and even also. Therefore number of elements in set P is only 1, so it is singleton set. Now homework for you. Write 2 examples of singleton set. Include listing method and rule method. Means you have to write one example of singleton set by listing method and one example of singleton set by rule method. The second type of set, that is empty or null set. Understand the meaning. If there is not a single element in a set, if there is not single element in a set which satisfies given condition, then it is called as null set or an empty set. So understand that if you have given a condition to find element and you will not find any element which is satisfying the given condition, then that set is called as null set or empty set. Null set is represented by the blank curly bracket or the symbol phi. So phi is represent a null set, or blank curly bracket is represent null set. Examples. First example, set A is equal to blank curly bracket, means there is no any element in set A, therefore number of element in set A are 0, and therefore A is empty set or null set. Another example, P is the set of all x such that x is a prime number and x is less than 2. Now can you find any element which satisfies given condition? Let us see. We know that prime numbers are started from 2. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. These are the prime numbers. But we want the prime number which is less than 2. Now prime numbers are started from 2 and we want here the prime number less than 2. So there is no any element which satisfying given condition. Therefore P is phi or P is empty set. Now homework for you. Write two examples of empty set or null set. Include one example of listing method and one example of rule method. Now third type of set, that is finite set. If a set is a null set or the number of elements are limited, are countable, then it is called as finite set. Means we understand here that null set is always finite set or empty set is always finite set, and also the set which have the limited number of elements or countable number of elements, it is also called as a finite set. See the examples. Example, set C is set of all P such that P is the number from 1 to 22 and it is divisible by 4. Now number 1 to 22 and divisible by 4. Let us list the elements in set C. 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20. So these are the numbers, these are the 5 numbers or 5 elements which are divisible by 4 and it lies between 1 to 22. Means number of elements in set C are 5 and these are countable. Therefore set C is a finite set. Now next example, P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 numbers of element in set P. So 5 elements in set P, it is also finite set. Now homework, write two example of finite set, include a listing method and one example of rule method. Now fourth type of set, that is infinite set. Understand the meaning. If the elements in a set are unlimited and uncountable, then the set is called as infinite set. The number of elements are unlimited, uncountable, means you cannot tell it is the last element. So uncountable elements are there, unlimited elements are there, then that set is called as infinite set. Let us see the examples. Example first. Set C is set of all P such that P is a prime number greater than 2. Set C is set of all P such that P is a prime number. Let us enlist given numbers. So C, the prime number greater than 2. We know that prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. Now we want the prime numbers greater than 2. So C is equal to the prime number greater than 2 are 3, 5, 7, 11, 13 and so on. So this list begins from 3, but we cannot say the last element. Means the number of elements in this set C are uncountable or unlimited. Therefore set C is infinite set. Also here another example, set of natural numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. This set also have infinite number of elements or uncountable number of elements. Therefore it is also infinite set. Now homework for you. Write two examples of infinite set. One example by the type of listing method and another example by the type of rule method. Now after learning 4 types of set, singleton set, null set or empty set, finite set and infinite set, let us solve some examples. Write the following set using listing method and classify it into finite and infinite set. Example first, set A is a set of all x such that x belongs to n, means x is the natural number, and x is an odd number. So x is natural, x is odd, means x is odd natural number. So enlist all the elements in set A. A is equal to the numbers which are natural and odd. Let us start from 1, 3, 5, 7. These are the numbers which are odd natural numbers. But the list does not end. We cannot say the last element. Therefore, set A, which includes uncountable members, uncountable elements, is called as infinite. So A set is infinite set. Set A is infinite. Now another example. Set B is set of all x such that x belongs to n and 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now 3x minus n is equal to 0. What is the meaning of this? 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, we are solving example. 3x is equal to 1, and therefore x is equal to, dividing both the side by 3, we will get x is equal to 1 upon 3. Now 1 upon 3 is not a natural number, but x is belongs to natural numbers, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the value of x is here 1 upon 3. So B, set B is here empty set. B is empty set here. It is equal to blank curly bracket or phi. So B is a phi, and we know that every null set is finite set. Therefore, set B is also a finite set. Set B is here null set, which is a finite set. Now third example. Set C is set of all x such that x belongs to n and x is divisible by 7. So element x is divisible by 7 and it is belongs to natural number. Therefore, can we enlist the all elements in set C? Let us try. C is equal to, in the curly bracket, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 49, and so on. So these are the natural numbers which are divisible by 7. So can you tell the last element in this set? No, there in this type of set we cannot say the last element. So uncountable, innumerable numbers of elements are here. So set C is infinite set. Set C is here infinite set. Now next example, D is a set of all x, all a and b. D is a set of all a and b such that a comma b is belongs to whole number and a plus b is equal to 0. So we want to make the pairs of a and b such that a plus b is equal to 9, and we include here 0 also because a and b belongs to whole numbers. Therefore we will make here all possible pairs such that a plus b is equal to 9. So D is equal to, let us take first 0, 0, 9, then 1 comma 8, then 2 comma 7, then 3 comma 6, then 4 comma 5, then 5 comma 4, then 6 comma 3, then 7 comma 2, then 8 comma 1, then 9 comma 0. So these are all the possible pairs which are satisfying the given condition that a plus b is equal to 9. Therefore total how many elements how many pairs of elements here? Total 10 elements are here. Therefore the elements, number of elements are countable. Therefore set B is finite set. Set B is a finite set. Now next example, set E is a set of all x such that x belongs to integer, x belongs to I means x belongs to integer, and x square is equal to 100. Now can you find the elements which are satisfying the given condition that x square is equal to 100 and x belongs to a integer? Can we enlist whose square is 100 and it is an integer? So let us enlist the element satisfying given condition. So E is equal to positive 10 and negative 10. So these are the two numbers which are integers and whose square is positive 100. Therefore number of elements in set A are 2. Number of elements in set A are 2, and thus set A is finite set. Set A is finite set. Next example, f is equal f set f is set of all a comma b pair such that a comma b belongs to rational number and a plus b is equal to 11. Let us try to enlist them. F is equal to Now find the pairs whose addition is 11. Now 1 comma 10, 0 0 comma 11. Now from starting from 1 comma 11 we can make lot of pairs. 1 upon 11 plus 120 upon 11, it becomes 121 upon 11, that is equal to 11. Now we can take lot of pairs and that pairs whose addition is 11. So therefore the set F is having infinite number of element, uncountable number of element, that is why set F is infinite set. So set F is infinite set. Now next, let us understand equal sets. If two sets are given, two sets, that is set A and B are given, and these sets are said to be equal if every element of set A is the element of set B and every element of set B is the element of set A. Set A and set B are equal sets. Symbolically it is written as A is equal to B. So for equal set this sign is used, equal sign is used. Example, A, set A is set of all x such that x is a letter of the word listen. So can you enlist? L is there, I is there, S is there, T is there, E is there, and N is there. So total 6 letters are there in the word listen. Now another set B, B is equal to, B is a set of all Y such that Y is a letter of the word silent. So word silent have S, I, L, E, N, T. Now compare set A and set B, which are written in listing method, written by listing method. Now in set A, L is present, it is also present in B. I is present in set A, it is also present in set B. S is present in set A, it is present in set B. T is present in set A, it is present in set B. E is present in set A, it is present in set B. N is present in set A, it is present in set B. S is present in set B, it is present in set A. I is present in set B, it is present in set A. L is present in set B, it is present in set A. E is present in set B, it is present in set A. N is present in set B, it is present in set A. And T is present in set B, it is also present in set A. Therefore, all the elements of set A are present in set B and all the elements of set B are present in set A. Therefore, number of elements in set A and number of elements set B are equal, and hence set A and set B are equal sets. So homework is there. Write 2 examples of equal set. You have to write 2 examples of equal set. Now decide whether the given 2 sets are equal or not. First set. Set A is set of all x such that x is equal to 2n, where n belongs to natural number and 0 is less than, x is less than or equal to 10. Now enlist the elements of set A. A is equal to, now here why the condition, understand that we have to find the number which is multiple by 2, it is a natural number and it is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 10. Therefore the number elements in set A are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are the 5 elements in set A. Now next set B. Set B is set of all y such that y is even number, such that 1 is less than or equal to y and y is less than or equal to 10. Therefore set B is equal to, now we have to enlist here even numbers which are equal to 1 or greater than 1 and which are equal to 10 or less than 10. Therefore even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now observe set A and set B. Each element in set A is present in the set B and each element of set B is present in set A. Therefore we can say that A is equal to B. Next example, decide whether the set are equal or not. C is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7 and D is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7. Let us see whether the sets are equal or not. For that, let us check whether the elements of C is present in set D. So 1 is the element which is present in set C, but it is not present in set D. So next is 3 is present there, next is 5 is present, next 7 is present, but one element of set C is not present in set D. Therefore we can say that next example. Now another example, set A is set of all x such that x is a prime number and 10 less than x less than 20. So x is prime number between 10 to 20. Another example, another set B is equal to 11, 13, 17, 19. So here you have to verify A is equal to B. Now enlist A. So A is a prime number, lies between 10 and 20. So these numbers are 11, 13, 17 and 19. Also we have given here set B as 11, 13, 17 and 19. Now compare all elements in set A with all elements in set B and all elements in set B with all elements of set A. So the number of elements in set A and B are 4. So first element 11 is present in set B. Next element, that is 13 of set A, is present in set B also. 17 is present in set A and set B also. 19 is present in set A and set B also. And there is no another element which is present in set A and not present in set B. Also vice versa, 11 in set B is present in set A, 13 in set B present in set A, 17 in set B present in set A, 19 in set B present in set A. Therefore all the elements from set A is present in set B and all elements from set B are present in set A. Therefore we can say that A and B are equal set. Now there is homework for you. You have to solve practice set 1.2 which is present in your textbook, and ask any difficulty if there. Thank you.